Hi everybody. I'm so excited to bring you our next episode of Tax Trends by Sector. And I'm even more excited to have with me today our global wealth and asset management leader, Mike Lee, with us. Hi Mike, welcome.
Hi Ashu, thank you. Happy to be here.
Great. I'm looking forward to next few minutes of your thoughts. To start, in this era of volatile change and exceptional transformation, what are the three areas for wealth and asset management clients in tax which are most critical, especially with the changing landscape?
Okay, Ashu, I'd focus on first, I'll call it the tax function transformation. And what I mean by that is that there's such a substantial increase in volume around change across the function, yet trying to balance how to manage that change with at the same time recognizing the need for managing cost and enhancing efficiency. So tax functions, tax directors, tax leaders are very focused on what changes need to be made to their operating model, what technology may be needed to further enhance that efficiency and the effectiveness of how the business operates, and what activities may be appropriate to outsource to be able to manage all of this and bring it together. The second area is around BEPS Pillar 2. In our industry, it's clearly impactful to those that operate at a multinational level, but even more so considering, I'll call it the fund or product structured nature of the industry itself, significant potential impacts around some of the reporting and compliance issues that would be a result of, or will be a result of, BEPS Pillar 2. The third area just ties back to the sheer volume of the tax measures that are out there. Quite substantial, so there's quite a bit across that whole broader transformation and regulatory agenda that is quite impactful to the wealth and asset management industry.
If we focus on technology, and how is WAM marketplace getting impacted, and in general, the two areas that are most important to our clients in WAM and technology's role in it?
Sure. The sector itself is pretty fragmented in the context of how we look across asset management, wealth management, asset servicing, etc. So I'm going to give a couple of broader industry issues, not issues, but really areas of focus that we're seeing so many asset managers focused on. First one is really around the concept of democratizing private markets. So much capital is flowing to private versus public markets, and so many asset managers, whether coming from a traditional perspective, entering into that, I'll call it private capital alternative space, or even alternative managers getting into different asset classes. This is an area that is getting a tremendous amount of attention, but it does require a significant change in approach in how one manages and uses technology to address. In the traditional, I'll call it alternatives or private capital world, you may be used to working with a few hundred underlying investors, institutions, high net worth, etc. As you continue to try to democratize and downstream, those numbers go into the thousands. The other area, more from an institutional standpoint, is around institutional consumerization is the phrase that we use, and that's really traditional B2B type businesses looking at D2C type business models, doing things like actually hiring heads of client experience, creating personas based upon the type of buyer versus the type of organization. So whether you're a trustee, a consultant, etc., as well as then how do you then design that service, and that's where the technology side really comes into how you can effectively personalize and leverage technology to bring in a fast, effective, and efficient service offering, to that client base.
What message you have for our clients as they leverage our talent?
The talent is incredible. I say from our own standpoint, our talent looks to engage across our service lines, across our sectors, to bring different perspectives beyond, I'll call it the traditional, maybe individual sector or service line perspective. It's incredibly important. And in fact, I'd like to say that don't just, I'll say, engage with our tax professionals around tax specific issues, engage with your tax professional around virtually all of your issues, because there is an element of tax in just about everything we do across our business.
Mike, thank you so much. I look forward to our next episode and thank Mike for his time. Mike, thank you so much.
Ashu, thank you.